Thank you, Arjunta and Prashant. I am Vijendra.
And I am Tanvi.
And we're here to continue the ceremony.
Without further ado, let me introduce our chief guest, Dr. V. Radhika Reddy Garu, a distinguished psychiatrist, academician, and administrator whose contributions to the field of mental health are truly inspiring.
Dr. Radhika Reddy Garu has an exceptional academic background, earning her MD in psychiatry in 1997 from Venkateshwara Medical College, Tirupati, after completing her MBBS in 1991 from the same prestigious institution. Her passion for psychiatry and mental well-being has driven her illustrious career spanning over 2 decades.
Currently serving as the Additional Director of Medical Education for the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Radhika Reddy Garu has held several key positions, including Registrar at Dr. NTR University of Health Sciences, Joint Director at the Directorate of Medical Education, and Professor and Head of Department at Government Siddhartha Medical College. Her leadership in these roles has significantly contributed to medical education, policy making, and the advancement of psychiatric care.
Beyond her administrative and academic expertise, Dr. Radhika Reddy Garu is a well-respected member of various professional organizations. She is an international member of the American Psychiatric Association, a World Psychiatric Association member, and a fellow of Indian Psychiatric Society, IPS, since 1997. She has also held prestigious leadership positions, including President of IPS Vijayawada Chapter 2018 to 23 and National Women Empowerment Committee, convener for IPS 2018 to 19. Her commitment to women's empowerment and community mental health is evident in her extensive work with organizations like Bharat Mahila Mandal and IPS Outside.
A prolific researcher and speaker, Dr. Radhika Reddy Garu has conducted over 20 clinical trials and has actively contributed to national level conferences, awareness programs, and media discussions on mental health. Her dedication to widespreading awareness about psychiatric disorders and mental wellness has made a profound impact on both the medical fraternity and society at large.
Today, we are truly fortunate to have Dr. Radhika Reddy Garu with us. Her presence is not only an honor, but also an inspiration for aspiring medical professionals, educators, and policymakers. We eagerly look forward to hearing from her and gaining insights from her vast experience and expertise.
Now, we would like to request Sri Gokaraju Ramaraju Garu to kindly step forward to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. V. Radhika Reddy Garu.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Sri Dr. Angireddy Garu, Dr. Sri Ashwini Kumar Garu, and the principal, the superintendent, and the secretary of the Ashram Education, and all the other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. So many professors who are known to me are sitting here, and the proud parents and my dear students. So first of all, let me take the opportunity to congratulate all of you for becoming the great, one of the great professionals of the universe, the most prestigious thing and the most revered profession of the humanity is the medical profession. And being a doctor, So we have a special thing in the, what do you say, in the society, special position and the stage which we enjoy in the community or in the society is none other can have it. But the responsibility is, so everybody's life is in our hands. So that is the most responsible position which we have. We are supposed to contribute. So being a medical student, always the craze is different, definitely. So like when you are a student, your mom and papa would be like every day morning they will be wishing you or sending you to the college, and they will be telling everybody that my daughter is studying in ashram or my son is studying somewhere else. So they are doing this PG, post-graduation, like that. So the craze is, as a medico, is totally different. So once you complete the course and you become a wholesome doctor, then the question arises, so what is next? So few students will be having their parents being doctors, will be having their own practice or nursing homes. One will have to establish their own clinics, and one want to go for post-graduation, and one want to go abroad. So like that, every student has their own dreams, and the family also. But the craze will come down. So if you don't get a postgraduate seat, so somebody yesterday they were telling me like some college was asking for a gap certificate for a postgraduate. So like they got a seat and they were asking for a gap certificate. What were you doing in this gap? You passed your MBBS in 2020 and now you are coming for post-graduation. All these 5 years what you are doing? So this gap certificate they were asking. So fortunately for our profession, so there is nothing like a gap. So there is no retirement also, you know. So when you complete your course and from that day onwards you can practice. So you can treat patients till you as long as you can. So I was wondering when I spoke to Dr. Ashwini Kumar Garu, so who is like our teacher and also a parent-like figure for all of us. So he was saying, so even now he is doing services, he is giving services to the patients. So not in a clinic, but in some other way. So till the death we can practice. There is no problem as long as we are healthy. So only thing is, so we want to be healthy means, so there is someone who is a good professional who can treat us. So I always wonder if I have a problem, where to go and in which hospital I should admit and which ICU is a perfect one. So sometimes that kind of questions arise. So if you have good knowledge, good discipline and dedication, everything in your student days, that will be there forever. So as a graduate, all these 5 years, definitely you all have done a lot of hard work to get through the exams. But nowadays, students are concentrating only on the exams. So you want to pass, that's all. But clinical skills and so I have seen one girl talking to me, she never touched a patient, you know. So she never touched a patient. So you want everything on simulation. So, but here you treat patients in real life and in another human being and another life. So a alive person you are going to treat. So they are in your hands. That everybody should remember. And for that you require lot of discipline. So from day one of your practice or in your education, so the discipline, if you are disciplined in your life, so automatically everything will set. And the next thing is the dedication to your profession and the management of your time. So if the patient, one doctor told me, if the patient is there, then I will go to my clinic. So why should I wait for the patient? So So nowadays patients are not waiting for the doctors. So you have to be there whatever time you are supposed to be there. So if it is 9 o'clock, you be there by 9. Whether you have a patient or not, doesn't matter. So that kind of time management, if you can do, you will be successful both in your professional life and also in your family life. So now you are all alone and the only parents and other, so the family members, your siblings. But once you get married, you will have your own family, your own kids and the spouse. So you have to dedicate some time to your family also. So you have to be more disciplined and more dedicated, and also you manage your own time. And the next most important thing is the ethics. Already our beloved sir has given you so many good suggestions and advices, but one thing is the ethical way you practice. See, we get more negativity in the society nowadays, because only very few of, most of them definitely will be doing an ethical practice only, but never think of doing anything unethical. So you should have that honorable living. I always tell everyone, so when you are alone also you have to be covered with clothes, because you are alone, you cannot be naked, you know. So when somebody is looking at you and somebody is watching you, you behave differently, and when there is no one watching you, you cannot do wrong things. So always try to be maintain those ethics, and automatically the money will come, the patients will come. When you are in a right way, so people follow you. So there is nothing like success in practice or a failure in practice. So exam, if you are failing in the exams, it's nothing like you are not successful in your life. So don't think in that way. So success and failures always, they go together only. And selecting the subject again in post-graduation, so many of them. So I met one student yesterday, he got one almost more than a lakh rank. But I was asking him, what is the subject which you are really interested in? He said, so I would like to join radiology, or I am interested in general surgery. So like that, so the interest and the hard work or the subject, so there is nothing like human body has all the organs, all the specialties are equally important. So whichever specialty you take, either ENT, ophthalmology or psychiatry, so you have to work with passion and you develop excellence in that particular subject. That is more important. Just studying the subject is not enough. So don't worry about this subject and that subject. Only thing is you have to excel wherever you are and develop passion towards that subject. So the best example is myself. So when I took MD Psychiatry, so people in our college were really wondering why Radhika has taken this psychiatry, because there was very few, and only you can count on numbers, very few females have been there in psychiatry. So people used to ask us, like if the patient korte elaga, something like that, you know. So bhayam leda meeku, so like that. So don't worry about the subject, but you have to develop passion to whatever, wherever you are, and you have dedicate your time and energy to your profession. So I have seen obstetricians saying 9 to 5 I will work, only 9 to 5. How can an obstetrician work only 9 to 5? So it is impossible, you know. So because, so that's how you have to be more compassionate to the patients and their families, and one should develop those communication skills which this generation is lacking. So if I message, they will respond immediately. If you directly talk to them, they will not, you know. So that is the generation. So you maintain that eye-to-eye contact and develop good communication, and 50% of the ailment will be recovered with that. So when you talk to the patient, so you talk to them, give some time, you know what they are suffering with and why they have come to you. So there itself, they develop confidence that, okay, this doctor is good and they will definitely help me out of this problem. So this kind of communication is very important. Whether the news is good or bad, the way you communicate is important. So if you are pleasant and having all positive emotions towards your clients or the patients, so no hardships will be there, and we will not have that kind of negativity from the society towards our profession. So try to communicate or to cultivate that kind of communication. If you are not doing so, you try to practice that, so that will be very much helpful in your profession. And finally, about your college, so I highly appreciate the way your this ceremony is going on. The grandeur, the richness, and also the pleasantness, everything, the quiet and calm weather also is supporting you. And also, I should also thank the principal and the superintendent. So whenever we give a task, like sometimes from the government side or from our side, we recently when the floods have hit our place, the Vijayawada and in and around. So there is lot of social support and support from the college, and the teams have been given immediately as soon as we have asked it. Like the way they are, the way they are going, the discipline and also the community reach is highly appreciable. And one more thing is that you should, I don't say it's the last thing, but everywhere, wherever I attend, so I just tell one thing, like the students or the kids, first thing is, so you try to be in touch with your parents always, like the way you were there, the same care you have to give to your parents. You have to give some time definitely for your wherever you are. So try, you make it a habit that, so don't say that I'm very busy, I could not call you, something like that. You try to spend some time every day with your parents, and the family is the first thing wherever you are. So that thing you should remember. And of course, once again, I congratulate all of you. So I wish all of you should reach great heights in your life and also in your professional life, and stay tuned with your institution, your parent organization, and also your teachers. So try to remember your teachers and give all respects to them. And once in a while, you try to have some meetings or so when you grow up, so initially you will be more concentrating on your profession. But after that, so what you look at is in and around your friends and you try for it. So try to spend some time every year. You can meet or you can greet your teachers. So try to. So ultimately, that gives more happiness. So when you treat a patient successfully, that gives utmost happiness. And it is not the amount you get by treating the patient, but if the patient recovers well in your hands, that gives you a lot of happiness. So similarly, try to make friends and the relationships which you ever maintain. So healthy relationships will be there. And good luck to all of you. And thank you very much. And I also thank the ashram team for inviting me to be here with you all. And it is my privilege that I am here and at your the big day. Thank you very much.
captivating our audience, but I have also challenged us to think critically. We're honored to have had the opportunity to hear from someone as knowledgeable and as insightful as you, ma'am.
Now, we request Dr. V. Radhika Reddy Garu and Dr. Ashwini Kumar Garu to felicitate our guest of honor, Shri Gokaraju Ramaraj Garu.
Now we request all the interns to gather near the stage for awarding the medals and followed by awarding the graduation certificates.
Let us reflect on the remarkable achievements and milestones our graduates have reached during their time here at Alluri Sita Ramaraju Academy of Medical Sciences.
From academic accomplishments to extracurricular crimes, each graduate has left an indelible mark on our institution and we couldn't be prouder of their accomplishments.
With immense pride
I request all the interns and the gold medalists, please come here to the dais. We are actually running short of time, so we can run the program smoothly and efficiently. Please come to the stage, please. Thank you.
With immense pride and joy, let us now commence the awarding of the academic medals.
To lead this prestigious event, we would like to invite Dr. V. Radhika Reddy Garu to present the medals to our deserving awardees.
Born on 26 January 1980, Kirtiseshlu Shri Gokaraju Rangaraju Garu had always been a true testament of treasured magnificence and revered greatness.
Right from becoming a Sarpanch in 1938 to getting honored as TTD chairman in 1968, he had led his life in an exceptionally inspiring way. Hence, it's an absolute pride for our institution to name the medal of the overall topper of first MBBS after him as the Gokaraju Rangaraju Gold Medal.
Now, we are honored to invite Dr. Muhammad Sadia Parveen to collect our praiseworthy medal, scoring a staggering 78.11% and for standing as the university topper of biochemistry.
Just to recalibrate, the management has been magnanimous enough to issue real gold medals. Each gold medal is 22 carats of 20 grams weight. So totally almost 9 lakhs have been spent on giving these gold medals, which is going to be an annual affair. Thank you.
The gold medal for second year MBBS topper goes to Dr. Budirella Jyotika and Dr. The second gold medal named Gokaraju Ramayama gold medal goes to Dr. Budirella Jyotika and Dr. Sangineni Haripriya.
Kirtiseshlu Gokaraj Ramayana Garu, wife of late Sri Gokaraj Rangaraj Garu, had always been a pillar of support, both for her husband and beloved son, and it's not a surprise that she had proven the fact that behind every successful man, there is a woman. With that, we invite Dr. Budirella Jyotika
And Dr. Sangineni Haripriya
to collect their well-deserved medals named after Dr. Gokaraj Ramayana Garu for becoming the overall topper of second MBBS, scoring 76.67% each.
The third gold medal, BKDVS Raju Gold. The third gold medal, BKDVS Raju Gold Medal.
There was a man who was duty-minded. There was a man who didn't possess any thirst for power. And there was a man who had always been righteous, generous, and compassionate, including his supremely decorated professional journey, including both political and business ventures. is none other than late Sri Vegeshwar Kanakadurga Venkata Satyanarayana Raju garu, who is fondly addressed as Kanaka Raju garu, who had led his life from 29th January 1917 to 11th June 1991 and got the medal of overall topper of final MBBS Part 1 named after him.
Now, I once again request Dr. Budhendra Jyotika to collect her meticulously earned BKDVS Raju Gold Medal for her 77.22% and also for claiming the title of University Topper in Social and Preventive Medicine.
Daughter of Sri Kanakaraju garu and Srimati Somayamma garu, Srimati Lailavati garu married Dr. Gokaraj Gangaraj garu in the year 1966.
Since then, she assumed the role of his constant support, providing daily needed encouragement in rebuilding their business and eventually leading to its profitability.
Hereby, we invite Dr. Budhendra Jyotika to receive Srimati Gokaraj Lailavati Gold Medal for standing as the overall topper of Final MBBS Part 2, scoring almost 1063 marks out of 1400. Now, the Best Outgoing Student Medal is named after our very own chairman, Sir Dr. Gokaraj Gangaraj garu.
Now, to felicitate the best outgoing student, the medal which shall be awarded rightly deserves the name of a modern great, a living legend, yet who stays grounded, Dr. Gokaraj Gangaraj garu.
Dr. Gokaraj Gangaraj garu was born on 14 July 1944 to Sri Rangaraj garu and Srimati Ramayana garu. Right from starting his career as an ordinary employee to climbing the ladder of success, thus reaching the prestigious position he is now in. His spellbound journey is considered to be a textbook to present generation in building their careers.
Put your hands together to call upon the best outgoing student of the batch of Exorians, Dr. Budhendra Jyotika, to collect the most honored award of our institute, Dr. Gokaraj Gangaraj Gold Medal.
Thank you, Radhika ma'am, for your patient presence, and it was an honor for our institute to receive the medals from your golden hands. We kindly request you to take your seat.
We kindly request Sri Gokaraj Ramaraj Garu to present one of the most prestigious medals which are awarded for best sportsmanship.
We request Dr. Ashwini Kumar garu to present the award. When the word best sportsman arises, it doesn't make it difficult to choose the rightfully deserving person, since it's none other than the torchbearer of Exorians, our very own crowd favorite, Dr. Kottagoral Aravind. We request you, sir, onto the dais for collecting your memento. Thank you, sir.
We now request Dr. Anjali Garu to present best sportswoman of the Exorians batch. Meet Paulari Siri Chandana, a remarkable athlete whose dedication and discipline and determination have set her apart in the world of sports. We welcome Dr. P. Siri Chandana to receive the honor of Best Sportswoman of the batch Exorians.
Students, please come near the dais. Please come near the dais. We are going to start your issue of mementos very shortly. Please come near to the dais. Thank you.
The supreme shows of wisdom makes immense sense of enthusiasm. It makes our most beloved 2K19 batch of our students, the exceptional Exorian Society.
Right from their keen interest in academics to maintaining the highest grade of humility, from possessing the purest degree of prudence to evoking the greatest level of excellence, they truly stood rooted to the meaning of their pride, the name Exorians.
Truly maintaining the demeanor of professionalism, they invoke inexpressible magnitude of perfectionism at almost every stage they had passed by. Right from staying grounded near the professors to get patting the back of their juniors when needed. It was a batch known for its renowned virtue and coordination.
Their presence is charismatic, while their actions are phenomenal. Their expertise in everything is fascinating, and their lovely words are soothing, yet possessing supreme sense of mastery.
Their ability to supervise an event had always been stupendous, and their potentiality to run a show remained to be exclusively theirs.
Skillfulness is their natural tendency, and being marvelous is their predisposition. If the word sensational requires a definition, it doesn't need to be deemed difficult to answer, since it's right in front of us.
Now we'd like to hand over the desk to Vasili and Mankanta.
The moment you all have been waiting for is here. Our graduates have worked tirelessly for years and today they will receive their well-earned degrees.
Before we proceed with the formalities of awarding of certificates, I would like to take a moment to recognize the dedicated faculty members who have played an instrumental role in shaping the minds and futures of our graduates. Let's give a round of applause to our esteemed faculty.
Now, as we proceed to the ceremonial awarding of the certificates, let us savor this moment of triumph and celebration. We would like to request the dignitaries to kindly step forward to award the certificates of graduation.
Without further ado, I invite Dr. V. Radhika Reddy Garu to begin the presentation of certificates. As each graduate's name is called, they will come forward to receive their well-deserved recognition.
Dr. Arpa Jahmani.
Dr. Amulyalika Justi.
Dr. Ananya Datla.
Dr. Anyam Sushmita Reddy.
Aparna Tintari.
Dr. R.M.F.C. Kirtana.
Dr. Bala Murali Krishna Velpula.
Dr. Bammedi Soumya.
Dr. Bandaru Venkata Lakshmi Pratisha.
Dr. Pattula Dilip Kumar.
Dr. Bogavilli Bhavana.
Dr. Goppa Dedipya.
Dr. Bogili Sushmita.
Dr. Bottu Kashi Ratnavalli Shweta.
Dr. Gurumuru Saraswati Presida.
Dr. Mukesh Saindaran Nayak.
Dr. Chadaram Monica Lakshmi Gupta.
Dr. Chavana Yashwant Sai Naveen.
Dr. Chendu Saket Ram.
Dr. Chatla Mohan Babu.
Dr. Chekuri Vijayagayatri.
Dr. Chirandasu Rashid Kumar.
Dr. Chiratapudi Jayasandhya.
Dr. Daggupati Pujita.
Dr. Dereddy Krishna Sandeep Reddy.
Dr. Devarakonda Lasya.
Dr. Devarakonda Rahul.
Dr. Kadali Pujita.
Dr. Kali Jyotsna Reddy.
Dr. Kambopalli Rajesh.
Dr. Kanagaru Sri Ranjani.
Dr. Kanala Venkata Sri Sai Gayatri.
Dr. Kannedi Ashrita.
Dr. Karanam Teresi.
Dr. Kasturi Vinay Ramkumar.
Dr. Kella Vamsi Krishna.
Dr. Kolapatti Priya Lakshmi Mani Saujanya.
Dr. Kolla Chaitanya Sri.
Dr. Komara Sasikumar.
Dr. Kumbineni Seshasathika.
Dr. Konda Shweta.
Dr. Kottagolu Arvind.
Dr. Putni Leena Sri.
Dr. Kovvuru Sri Umadevi.
Dr. Koya Hemsundar Sri Sai Manini.
Dr. Prithvireddy Ramaprasanna.
Dr. Kunchala Meghana.
Dr. Lalam Varun.
Dr. Malladi Chandramouli.
Dr. Mallipudi Sravanthi.
Dr. Malladi Satyapriyanka.
Dr. Manjal Lakshmi Sriram.
Dr. Manne Likit Sai.
Dr. Marmugam Tejasvi Davis.
Dr. Metta Niharika.
Dr. Mirdani Sahiti.
Dr. Muhammad Sadia Parveen.
Dr. Mugunur Nikta.
Dr. Muthu Pallavi.
Dr. Mullu Sharad Super.
Dr. Murugudu Surekha.
Dr. Mutyala Satvika.
Dr. Naga Venkata Srihas Garga.
Dr. Nallamurthu Manasai.
Dr. Nama Venkata Manishankar Naidu.
Dr. Nenavat Prithvi.
Dr. Mithila Matre Parni.
Dr. Nutanapati Pooja. Shreya Reddy. Dr. Padaratej Akin A.S. Reddy.
Dr. Pakki Himajar.
Dr. Panchuri Nagavenkata Akhileshwar.
Dr. Pasum Bhavani Shankar Reddy.
Dr. Pavuluri Sri Chandana.
Dr. Pilla Surya Bhargavi.
Dr. Pili Manisha.
Dr. Pitana Bhuvanalata.
Dr. Pitta Manjusha.
Dr. Pondugula Venkata Sivasudha Lakshmi.
Dr. Potala Tejaswaru.
Dr. Poturaju Sri Venkata Goda Vaishnavi.
Dr. Pranav Mahibhushan Salanti.
Dr. Pranit Sri Vinayak Venturpalli.
Dr. Princey Jarusha Eva.
Dr. Pujita Devi Balasu.
Dr. Pulanam Sirisha.
Dr. Ramaraju Vaijayanti.
Dr. Raidu Sriram.
Dr. Rakkam Meher Anirudh. Mallikarjun.
Dr. Sanamanta Elia Suresh.
Dr. Sangineni Haripriya.
Dr. Senkula Jyoti Chandana.
Dr. Sasanala Chandana.
Dr. Sheikh Sabiha.
Dr. Sri Soumya Kadali.
Dr. Sri Vamshi Krish Prasad Pulipati.
Dr. Vinit Chandra Surikuchi.
Dr. Surya Devara Poshan Sai.
Dr. Syed Rahila. Dr. Vantipalli Venkata Sai Teja.
Dr. Bharata Ravina Lakshmi.
Dr. Varanasi C. Sai Kaustuvam.
Dr. Varun Kumar Munru.
Dr. Isam Sai Venkata Pooja Ramani Pratyusha.
Dr. Begunda Jhansi.
Dr. Vemula Naga Ganesh.
Dr. Venkata Deepika Cholipalli. Dr. Venkata Deepika Cholipalli.
Dr. Yeddu Vandana.
Dr. Yandra Venkata Sairam.
Dr. Adapa Jahnavi.
Dr. Amulya Lata Chastri.
Dr. Ananya Datla.
Dr. Annem Sushmita Reddy.
Dr. Chandu Sagendram. Dr. Jeshri Pawan Kumar. Special mention. A token of appreciation to Dr. Gaya Sandhya, her research vaccine on best method to fight COVID-19 was published in Times of India. We congratulate her. As we step forward into the world of medicine, we are not just receiving degrees. We are accepting a lifelong commitment to service, integrity and compassion. At the heart of this commitment lies the Hippocratic Oath, a timeless pledge that has guided physicians for centuries. Now I request all the graduates to come before the dais to take the Hippocratic Oath. I request all the graduates to come before the dais